discuss today is maximum length even odd subarray. So as question describes as maximum length of even odd subarray. So the subarray itself we need to find of even odd numbers. So as it's given, let's take one array as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 9. So anyone what will be the output for one of this? What will be the maximum length of subarray of even odd length?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 even array, 5, 7, 9 odd array.
Right, but we need to find even odd array, right?
Yes.
So we need to find as even odd array means one number should be even, one should be odd, even odd, not odd odd odd. So for output this will be gonna 5. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the subarray. Okay. So now let's discuss the approach for this. So can I take the brute force approach as I will take the start from traversing from 0 to n and traverse for the remaining elements to find the subarray? Can I say this? So what I am saying is from 0 to n I will gonna traverse the loop, and for remaining elements I will gonna traverse from 1 to n. So I can even odd subarray. When we can say this, the number is even or number is odd. When we can say this, if and if only my array of I, if I can say this, if it is divisible by modulo 2 equals 0, the number is even, right? And I can say my if number is not divisible by 0, not divisible by 2, then it is odd number, right? Can I say this? So I am checking the number is even or odd. So I checked here the number is even. If it is even, then I need to find the another number as odd. If it is odd, the next number should be even. So first number is are even. No, first number is are odd. Odd means we are checking the previous element, right? So I can say this, the previous element, if it is odd and next element is even, then only I can say this increment my count. I can take here as count as 0, initial count, right? And then I can say this increment my count. And another second condition, what if the first number is odd or second number is even? So we'll write the condition for that as well. So I can say or if my array of first element is odd and second element is even, is the condition is true, then either this condition should be satisfied or either this condition should be satisfied. Then I can say this increment my count, right? Otherwise I will say break the loop, means I found the subarray here, right? And I can say break it my loop and update the result. Update the result with I can say result maximum array length we need to find. So I can say max of result comma current, whatever it will be gonna, right? So here I approach and I can take initially as int r equal to 0, right? The initial length of subarray will be 0. Is it understandable, Pawan? So this is the approach. For this, what time complexity can be gone? I mean, this is the brute force approach we are using as checking the even odd consecutive length for brute force approach as we are taking it. But
Means what you stored in the result?
result we stored the maximum subarray length, right? See, one loop is ended here. From 1 we started and traced through whole array. Up to 5 we came. Okay, I will update the result as 1. Why? Because the initial
Okay.
length will be 1.
Yes.
And I will traverse through whole array, and I'm saying this after traversing, my loop will be gonna break here. Why? Because I found the odd element. But if not went in if condition, right? My 7, when my pointer will be at 7, and I will check the previous element. This is also odd, so it will not gonna enter the if condition, right? Means we are checking for only even and only odd, right? And condition is there, right? So then only increment my count, otherwise don't. So otherwise break my loop will be gonna break. So my count is what? 5. So maximum length of a result will be 5, right?
Yeah.
Then loop will start from 7, then again from 9, and the maximum length will be on a stored. So it is now clear, or need more explanation on this brute force approach? Anyone has any doubt?
No.
No doubt.
No doubt. Okay. So time complexity will be gonna for this
N square.
n square 2. So as we can see, n square we need to modify to optimize. So space complexity will be also O of 1. So now let's discuss the efficient approach. Approach number 2. So now for approach number 2 we need to traverse through O of n only. So can I, and one thing is sure that I need to traverse through from whole length of the array, that is sure.
Prince, you are not storing that result, bro.
Result stored na here.
Result is constant, 1 only.
Correct.
I think every time you updated the count value in result, after break the if, you should store that result count in result. Then only we can check which one is the highest result or count.
No, I am taking the maximum of result and count. I want maximum length of subarray, right?
I mean, result is not updated every time.
It will not update, right? See.
So count will be stored in that result. So we can check which one is the maximum. Result value is maximum or count is maximum. So result is updated.
You mean here?
Here
I will store only and only my loop will gonna complete only then, right?
Yeah.
If my loop got completed up to length here, then I'm breaking out the loop and coming out and storing in result mean maximum length. Getting point? My loop will be never gonna break up to I found odd or even number.
Okay.
Right. Otherwise my count will be gonna keep increasing. I am just taking out the result. Why? Because I want maximum length of array. So maximum will be updated by 5 or 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So suppose here now 9 is there, again 10, again 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So now the maximum length will be 3, 6, 7, right? So count.
Yeah, I got it.
So loop got break, and again it got entered here as at 9 pointer and initialized the count as 0. So from here it started as count 0.
Yeah, I think out of the second for loop you write the result.
I wrote out only, na bro?
Inside only.
inside of the first loop but outside of the second loop.
Yes.
Okay, I'm initializing the count again, so it will be gonna 7 and in result will be maximum as 7 now.
Yeah.
Right? Understood?
Yeah.
Na?
Yeah, understood.
Okay. So for second approach we are discussing, we need to traverse through whole array, that is for sure, right, to find the mean and odd. So I can say this, I need to find for even odd length first, right? So first one thing is sure that I will check for even odd number, right? I will say if my number is even and if my number is odd, means not equal to 0, then what we should do, we should increment count, right? If my number is even and my number is odd, means I will check the previous number. If my previous number is odd, then increment the count. Can I say this?
Yeah.
That is sure, right? And I can say now, else if my number is, before number is even, before number is odd, and before number is even and second number is odd, before number is even, second number is odd, then also I can say increment the count, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise I will gonna say, if I found the number as even, I found the number as even, then I will set my count to 0, correct? And again I found the number as odd, if I found the number as odd, then again 2 can't be odd together, right? So the count set to 0, right? I set the count as 0. Now what? Now if I set the count as 0, I should update my maximum length of subarray, right? That is also there.
Yeah.
So before, whenever we are incrementing the count, we should update our result as well. I will update my result with max of result comma count. True. Every time after checking the number, I will check my result updated or not with the maximum length. Is it true? So if it is a true, I will gonna store in my result and I will at last return the result, right? And as we are checking the number and previous number, so we can run through loop from 1 to n, right? So I will initialize count now, and so this approach is somewhat better. Can we say this? In O of n. Any doubt, guys, in this approach?
It's clear.
It's clear, okay. So time complexity will be gonna for this O of n. It's easy, right? Like we are just checking the number and previous number, right? Even odd number. Even odd. If it is there, increment the count. Otherwise, set count to 0 and update the maximum length. Correct? So we optimized approaches in time complexity O of n and space complexity O of n. So let's discuss the code it out as well. So length of the longest alternating even odd subarray. So here we can see this 1 2 3 4 5 7 9. So 1 2 3 4 5 we can see this 5 is the maximum length of subarray, and 1 3 5 it will be 0, nothing is there, right? So as we discussed the brute force approach, we took the result 1 and run the loop from 0 to n and initialize the initial count as 1, and again we are checking the number even or number. If it is a even and odd or even, then only increment my count, otherwise break it out and store the maximum result, right? Tarun, your doubt is here, right? So like this, and here this is the edge case. If our answer will be 1 1, then return the 0, as if mentioned in the condition. If nothing is found, we can mention the 0, but if nothing is found, we should mention 0. If should be return 0 there, we can write this condition edge case, otherwise return the answer. So this is the brute force approach. Now let's see the optimized approach. So optimized approach as initialize the initial count as 0 and result also 1. So count as 1, maximum count also 1. So here they are checking now even length, odd length. They are checking the first element and the second element, as we checked the previous element. But now again even odd, again even odd odd, they are setting the count to 1 1 and updating the again result, right? So it's easy, right? As we return the result based on the condition, we are updating the count and maximum count. Is it understandable, right, guys?
Yes.
Any doubts in this so far?
No.
No.
No doubts.
Yeah. Okay, so here instead of these many condition, one we can write this as well, as they mentioned here. If array of I means they are even odd in nature, this condition means even odd in nature. We can avoid other conditions to write, like if it is a number is even and is not, it should be never equal to the odd number, right? Then only increment the current, means increment the length. So if it is a even and the previous element is odd, then increment the length, otherwise update the maximum length and set it to current again. So that also we can write. And they are saying here, if my length is 1, then return the 0, otherwise if it is greater than 1, then update the length. So this is the one thing we can mention. Here also they took the maximum length 0 and current length as 1.